my beautiful souls. I'm Love Goddess, your spiritual advisor, healer, and shaman, and I'm here with the weekly energy reading for May 3rd through May 9th, 2020. Now, this is an interesting week because on Thursday, May 7th, we have a full moon in Scorpio. So this is going to be really interesting. Scorpio is about, death and rebirth, resurrection, and then the full moon is about endings and releasing things. So this is going to be a period of transformation. So I'm super excited about that. So let's go ahead and jump into the cards this week. First, let me call on some help. I call on fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and ether. I call upon my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, my way-showers, my spirit guides, protectors, as well as the Most High within me, the Most High within you, Sahu. I also pay homage to Papa Legba, who grants me access into those spiritual realms. What is the clarity and insight surrounding my beautiful souls this week, May 3rd through May 9th, 2020? Okay, we got purification. So we're definitely going through a period of purification, a period to where, when you're dealing with the purification process, it's really about that death and that rebirth too. When you're purifying something, you're getting rid of all its toxicity, all its negativity. You're making it pure, you're making it whole again. When we think about a child being born, we think of them as pure. So as we're going through this rebirthing period, we need to purify ourselves. We need to purify our energy. We need to purify our space. We need to purify our mind. Now, we also have the root chakra and fearlessness. So the root chakra is going to be very heavy for us this week. This is about us, definitely getting more grounded because things are changing around us. Like we're literally going through a tornado in our life, and it's important that we are grounded, that we are rooted. Now, this is also talking about getting to the root of a situation or a problem. For some people, because with this purification, this deals with the throat chakra, and yeah, we got breath card underneath it. This purification deals with the throat chakra as well, so this is about speaking your truth. For some people, they're holding back, and by them holding back, not wanting to speak their truth, not wanting to stand in that truth, it can kind of taint the situation and make the foundation unstable. But a lot of you guys are going to have to find the courage this week to, stand your fucking ground, straight up, and speak on what's allowed in your energy, in your space, and what's not. It's time to get to the root of the problem. It's time to get to the root of the situation. It's time to face those fears. That's really what this full moon is going to be about in Scorpio. It's going to be about us facing our fears. I think, what was it? Last week, yeah, our hidden fears coming to root. What message do you have for my beautiful souls this week? Pay attention. Pay attention. You also have to be honest with yourself. Going back to getting to the root of the problem. Are you the root of the problem? Are you the one that's tainting the whole thing? Whatever it is, once you figure it out, it's going to come as a blessing in disguise. Now you have noticed the signs, and then you also have the perfect timing. You got another card over here, but I'll get to that in a second. With this perfect timing and the notice the signs, everything, this transformation, this change, everything is happening at the right moment. Like I said, for a lot of people, they already was going through changes prior to COVID, and now they're going through even more changes. And then now this week, we're even going through even more changes. So it's like, we're in the right time for all of this stuff. We're in the right time to speak our truth. We're in the right time to stand our truth, to stand our ground. So it's like, pay attention to the signs that's around you so that you can know, okay, this is my opportunity to speak my truth. This is my opportunity to, be courageous, be fierce, be bold. So this is beautiful. Now, what is this? Ooh, we have life purpose. So for some of you guys, this is the opportunity for you to go after your life purpose, to not just go after your life purpose, but to live in your life purpose and to stand in your life purpose. And for a lot of you guys, your life purpose is going to cause you to have to be pure. You know, for a lot of you guys, you got to give up a lot of stuff to truly live in your purpose. All right. What challenges? I'm going to get a soul space this week. Anything else? You can't even be making shit up sometimes. This full moon, I'm telling you guys, this full moon is bringing about a lot of purification because we're going to be releasing so much. And a lot of this shit was hidden, but it's coming to light. Like, it's going to be like, okay. Because a lot of the stuff that's hidden was hidden because it's because you hid it. You didn't want to speak on it. So you just thought that, okay, if you just push it away, if you just repress it, that it'll go away. But the truth of the matter is, that's not how things work. So now that it's come around again, it's telling you, you have to be bold, you have to be fierce so that you can speak your truth. Because for a lot of you guys, this is some healing, some issues, some wounds, you know, and you're going to have to speak that out. You're going to have to speak that truth. Write it down. Say it out loud. You know, you're going to have to say it so that you can get it out, so that you can release it. All right, so we got the Hangman and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a change in perspective in how you do things and how you move and how you work. This can definitely be a change in career for some people. For some people, definitely. You changing your career, you changing how you move, you changing your source of income. And then for some of y'all, it's like y'all getting a whole new process, like where, you know how sometimes when, let's say for instance, you're making something and you're making a bunch of it, or you just started a new job or whatever. So they teach you how to create something. And the first couple of times you just can't really get the rhythm of it. You know, it's like it's just not working right. But then after a while, after you get the rhythm of it, after you go within yourself, and you take a different way of looking at the situation, looking at what it is that you're trying to create, then you start to get the flow of it, and then you can move more quickly, move more rapidly. You get into the flow of things, get into your own groove and everything. But this is going to be interesting, you guys. This whole week is going to be interesting because also with this, for some people, it might be a hold up pause in their finances because of them not speaking up, because of them not saying, hey, hold on, wait a second, something don't add up. Or I'm putting in all the work and I'm not seeing any reward. But that's only for a little bit. That's only for a few people, that part. A lot of people, they changing their whole outlook. This transformation that they're going through is changing their outlook on everything. Soul's journey. So you're definitely going on a journey. You got the power of support. So you're definitely going to be having support with you, whether this is spiritual support, whether this is probably why you have the notice the signs cards too. You know, you could be getting some spiritual guidance along the way that's supporting you, that's telling you, hey, watch out, that's opening doors for you. Definitely take time to have that gratitude with that. You have grace. With this grace card, this is talking about you moving and you flowing gracefully. Don't allow your fears, don't allow any anxiety to have you overwhelmed and looking, feeling crazy. You know, you want to move gracefully because you know that this transformation, you know that this change that's happening in your life, you know it's for the better. Even if it's crazy right now, you know, just enjoy the ride because you know this process is making you a better person. You have enlightenment power. tying directly to this hangman, because you're getting a sense of clarity on everything, on how things work. Not just how you work, but you're getting a sense of clarity on how things work, how you work in the universe, how the universe works with you. Like, you're getting a whole sense of self-belief. Just a whole new sense of self-belief, because after you come after this transformation, out of this storm, out of this new period, you're not going to be the same. That's why I said this is the full moon in Scorpio. This is about death and resurrection. So after you die, you have to be resurrected. You have to be born again. So you're not going to be the same. You're going to have a whole completely different outlook on everything. On everything. But it's going to affect the way you move. It's going to affect the way you value yourself and how you value yourself. It's going to affect what you're able to grow. And for some of y'all, this is exactly what you needed, because for some of you guys, it's like this little new sense of clarity that you're getting this week that's going to change how you can fucking manifest money, change how you make money. It's going to be like, boom, it's going to be so easy, because if you see with the self-belief card, you have this portal, and through this portal, you also have a tree that's a plant that's growing out of her hand. You're going to be able to pull so much stuff through from the other realms because you connected with yourself. Like, it's going to be beautiful. You also have infinite self, which is talking about the transformations that we're going through. This is talking about how infinite we are, that we're going to continuously transform. Even after we leave this physical realm, we're going to transform. We have the threshold, which is perfect. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. You are transforming. You are moving on the veil. We are moving through the veil. Everybody talk about how the veil will be thinning and all of this other stuff. We're moving past the veil. There are several veils. You know, we're moving past, but we have to leave those fears behind, because the fears is what causes the veil. But anyway, don't get me started. We have also many hands of the goddess. The goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects in many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius, for there is so much that you can accomplish together, and she is assisting you now. This is why you got the power of support. You know, you don't have to do everything by yourself, you know, and trust me, I know how hard that is, because I'll be like, oh, it's just me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, but it's like, I'm really not. I got a whole spiritual team. So don't be afraid to ask your ancestors, to ask your spirit guides, ask God, whoever, ask your mama, ask your daddy, ask the people around you for help. Say what it is that you need. Ask the universe, because I seriously be like, oh, universe, I just need this. And it'll literally appear. And I'll be like, just so thankful. But if I didn't ask, I probably never would have received it. So you definitely need to ask for what it is that you want, because you can be blessed in many different areas in your life, and you can be blessed at one time. Your list ain't got to be one thing. We so used to being, okay, I'm just going to make one wish on a full moon. No, make as many wishes as you can. Like, keep going. You also have daughter of the phoenix. When the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleaning, a preparation for the new. Like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. Soon after, you will enjoy greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your divine life path. And that's where I end, because it's pretty much, there's nothing to add on after that. So, you guys just take advantage of this period of death and rebirth, because, you know, that's what we're going through. I also want to take this time to send Ashe to my grandmother who transitioned Saturday. So, yes, Ashe to my grandmother, Essie McLean. She made a safe in a peaceful transition, And I'm just grateful and thankful for everybody who sent their well wishes and their love to me. Thank you. And we all are going through death and rebirths. You know, we all are going through, you know, personal deaths, physical deaths, you know, and even eternal deaths. It's important for us to understand that this is a process, you know, and it's not the end. You know, so many times we think death, boom, period, done. No, it's like, no, there's something that comes after death. So you guys get ready for what's about to come after this death. It's going to be a beautiful resurrection, and I can't wait. Sending lots of love and healing energy your way. See you at the top.